In this video, I want to talk about simple but very powerful habit that most senior engineers have, and it's all about leaving things better than they were when you first found them. Let me explain with a gym analogy. When I go to the gym, I often see a very common picture. Plates are randomly placed on plate bags on bench press, on overhead press, and other machines. See, this is what I'm talking about. If I need to get this 5-pound plate, I need to re-rack this entire thing, which is not a big deal, right? I can still get to the plate and do my workout. This happens in engineering all the time. You work on a project and you get a task, something that's easy, like a recovery set in the gym, or maybe it's a little bit outside of your comfort zone, like adding 5 pounds to that previous week personal best. You're excited to get started, and then you open the code editor and see that the component that you need to work on is not the best quality. Maybe it's using not semantic markup and there are divs all over the place instead of proper headings, or CSS sort of follows BEM methodology but doesn't quite do it the right way. And just like with that gym workout, you can still finish your task without interacting with that code. In moments like this, it's very easy to start thinking like, why people can't just put weights where they belong? Why can't people just use proper text? It is clear that it's a heading. Why can't you use proper BEM syntax? It takes few minutes to learn what block, element, and modifier is. So if you find yourself asking these questions, stop, because it's unproductive. The weights are already mixed up and the code is already in its current shape. Realize that it's good that you have high standards and that you notice these things. Also realize that the person who just worked out before you may be new to the gym. They may not know anything about gym etiquette or have their own struggles. Maybe the person who incorrectly used BEM syntax used SMAX their entire life and they were under pressure to release the feature in production because there was a bug and they didn't have those 5 minutes to learn the BEM syntax. Maybe the person who used incorrect tags was a backend engineer who was completely focused on a different thing. So in moments like this, it's important to shift your focus from what's wrong to what you can do to make it better. I've set a rule for myself to re-rack the weights on the machine I'm using, and the emphasis here is on the machine I'm using, because if I start re-racking all weights in the gym, two things will happen. I will fail because it's really big. There are 2 floors. And people will think I'm crazy, and they will be right, because there is a limit to what you can and cannot control, and it's very important to understand that limit. It's probably not a good idea to refactor the entire project if your task was to swap the bird with an axe in the footer, but it may be a good idea to improve that component if you noticed a few issues with it, maybe accessibility issue, maybe CSS could use some love, and make it better for the person who will work on that component next. So here's what I want to leave you with. Next time you work on something and notice a way to improve it that doesn't take too much of your time and energy, just do it. Fix that markup, make it semantic, clean up that CSS, fix those BEM class names, re-rack the weights, and leave things better than how you found them.